Sports. We'll see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they... Get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Tua to throw right away. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Oh, Hill, great grab. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 19 carries, 78 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Oh, able to avoid him. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
49 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Wilson. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this returnable for Hill. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Edmonds diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the moment. Momentum. A nice hard charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Uzomah. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Las Vegas Raiders. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well, one being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball again on second down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Thompson. Flushed out right. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Gaskin. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now Wilson on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Play action here. Thompson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Thompson going to throw again on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the Jets sweep. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, good. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Lynn Bowden. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Uzomah, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game,
ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall, and they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First down. Here's Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It's a gain of 6. Big stuff. Let's go. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Check pass. Check pass.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
at my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
We ain't taking no loss. We be from the city. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. Man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
Hey, look. Cressy and crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win in a alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ops and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on time and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth moves the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Lock in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that